Nurse Kome, while serving at a community health center, came across a girl of 16 and she got attracted to this girl because this girl was loosed. What do I mean by loosed? She was she misbehaved a lot. She was always found either in one corner or the other with a man. She was often found misbehaving, and this got the attention of the nurse. So she called her and she was like, "Why are you behaving like this? You behave like you weren't taught manners, or you're behaving like you don't know what wrong is and what right is. Why do you keep flirting around? Why do you keep playing around? You hardly take your studies serious, you hardly take anything in life serious. All you want to do is just play, 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 and be around boys, misbehaving. Why?" At first, she didn't want to say anything, but Noskome had to make her understand that, see, I can help you, and believe me, you can trust me. And whatever you want to tell me stays between us. After a while, after a lot of persuasion, she finally opened up. And she started with her story of being the only girl among three boys. She was the third child. Now, her parents were often around, especially the mom, who often went out on one business trip or the other. Being at home with only her brothers, who the parents entrusted her to, especially her eldest brother. After a while, she started noticing that her brother was misbehaving towards her eldest brother. The next thing he did was, you could see him all over her, from touching to the kind of movies he made her watch, and gradually he sexually assaulted her over and over again. And whenever she had the opportunity to speak with her mom always turned her off, like, "Please, I'm busy," or "Please go and meet your brothers, go and play with your brothers." And whenever she wants to start this serious conversation with the mom always had a way of sending her away. So guys, welcome to my channel today. And today I'm not going to be talking about relationship among partners. I'm going to be talking about a very serious topic in our society, which is child molestation. Please, if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel. And for those who have already subscribed, I want to say a very big thank you. Stay tuned to this channel and you're gonna learn a lot. Now I'm going to start with defining what child molestation is. Child molestation is when a child is gradually introduced to sexual activities, starting from touching sensitive parts of the bodies, down to pornography, down to oral sex, down to different sexual things that a child is introduced to at early age. As a child, when someone close to the family or someone you trust begin to get close, begin to introduce strange plays of touching genitals, plays of watching pornographies, of course a child wants to, like, okay, as a child, children are always curious. They want to understand, they want to know what this new thing is all about, and then they begin to pay attention. Now the first thing the child molester does is try to gain the trust of the child, try to make the child understand that you're special, And anything we're doing now, I'm doing it because I love you. Now, who is a child molester? A child molester could be anybody. And that's why, as parents, I'm begging you, do not trust anyone with your child. Be it neighbors, be it uncles, be it aunties, be it cousins, whoever. Because a child molester is someone who is so close to the family, someone who you literally trust, and then you give your child to the person, trusting that the person will take care of your child. We've heard series of crazy stories. We've heard of friends molesting their children, their friend's child. We've heard of uncles molesting their cousins, their niece, and we've heard of different things, stepfathers. We've even heard of fathers and daughters. We've heard of mothers and sons. I mean, this world has gone so crazy that you can't trust anybody with your child. Now, if I can't trust anybody with my child, what do? You need to learn to listen to your child. Children don't lie about these things. They want to talk about it. They want to tell mom something about it. Mommy, this is what happened. Mommy, see what happened. But when you're not interested in what's going on around your child, or you don't even care about what your child wants to tell you, your child wants to start a serious discussion with you, and then you'll be like, please, I'm busy, or go away, let's talk some other time. No, you should be interested in what's going on in your child's life. You should be so interested down to the least things, down to the kind of friends they keep, down to the kind of people they spend their time with. You notice, as parents, we notice the signs, these little signs that a child has been molested. But you know what? We tend to ignore, because no, it's not possible. This person cannot do such kind of thing. Lies. Now, I begin this video with a story of an eldest brother molesting his younger sister. And because of that, the girl became loosed. Because of that, she had no self-respect. She had no self-dignity anymore. And even when she made an attempt to talk to the mom had a way of driving her away from her presence. We've heard of different crazy stories. Is this not time for we parents to get smart? Is it not time for us to follow our children and get involved in our child's daily activity? You think it's all about bringing a child to this world and then taking care of the child's financial needs, or everyday breakfast, lunch and dinner, or clothing and everything? You're wrong. You're supposed to be an anchor. You're supposed to be a support emotionally, socially to your child. And when you don't even care about your child's social life, anything can happen. It hurts. And who is to blame? Parents are to blame. Guardians are to blame. You don't leave your child to the hands of a stranger. It's funny how parents in the morning, because they are so busy to take their children to school, they hire one bike man, and then they tell the bike man to take their children to school. And then when the child gets to school, the child starts misbehaving, the child starts keeping to himself. Or we begin to see different characters, different strange behaviors that these children portray, and then we see it as, okay, it's normal, they are growing up. It's not okay for a child to keep to his or herself. It's not okay for a child to want to run away from a particular person. You see your child always refusing to go and spend time with this uncle or auntie, and then you think it's fine. You think, no, okay, maybe it's, I don't know. You don't care. Why not go down, sit your child down and ask, why do you keep running away from this uncle? Or why do you keep running away from this auntie? Why do you keep keeping to yourself? Why are you always inside? Why do you always feel like you are nothing? We see these little signs, and yet we choose to ignore. It's time for parents to wake up, especially to this child molestation of a thing. And do you know what baffles me? What baffles me is, even when a mother knows that her child is being molested, do you know what she does? She says, I don't want to involve the police, or it was a mistake. Let's just kill this, let's kill it now, and then we can all forget about it. Wrong. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. It's not a mistake to introduce a child to pornography. It's not a mistake to allow a child to play with one's genitals. Or what meaning what? So parents, when this thing happens once, report to the police. Do something about it. Don't keep quiet. Don't say this person. Do you know what this child molesters does? They put fear into the child. They make the child believe that anything that happens between us is because of you, and if you report to mommy or you report to daddy, you will end up being beaten. Or is it a clergyman? We've heard stories of clergymen molesting children, all in the name of you've sinned, and then if you don't come to me, the devil is going to deal with you. Or if you don't come to me, I'm going to make sure that you're gonna burn in hell or something like that, or one crazy story that puts fear in a child. And then you see this child keeping to herself. This child does not want to say anything. Please, let's learn to draw our children close to ourselves. Let's learn to gist with our children. Let's make our children understand that it is fine to discuss anything with me. Please, parents. So continue with my story. After discussing with Nurse Come understood that it's not actually her fault. This is something that has started since she was little. And there was nobody she could turn to for help. There was nobody that could counsel her. There was nobody that could deal with this situation. And then the next thing, she felt living a crazy life, living a life of everyday sexual activity was normal. So what did she do? Since the situation was beyond her, she had to call the attention of the mom. And the mom was so shocked and was surprised, and she was crying and crying. And she was like, it's all your fault. It gets to a stage, you don't keep your male and female child together again in a room. You need to learn to educate your children sexually. If not, someone else is going to do it for you outside. And when someone else does that for you outside, believe me, you're not going to like the end of it. This is the 21st century. This is the craziest generation we've ever seen in history. You think your child is too small to know about sexual activities? You think your child is too small to understand parts of the body that shouldn't be touched by anybody? You're wrong, parents. You're very wrong. Introduce these topics to your children. It's best they learn it from you than from them to go and learn it outside, or learn it from a friend, or learn it from their peer group. Because believe me, more harm is gonna be done. So if you want to protect your child from your children from child molesters, it begins with you. Don't mind me, guys, I'm not smiling in this video because this child molestation of a thing has gone beyond hand. Thanks for watching today's video, and I hope that we'll take heed to this little point I've brought before us. Please subscribe to my channel and watch out for more videos. Thank you.